Well, good morning, and it's Wednesday, and if it's Wednesday, it's Hump Day Happens. It's a time of the week where we look back on Monday and Tuesday and see what have we done, what have we haven't done, and we can make that shift for Thursday and Friday. So I am so excited for my guest today, Erin Marcus. If anything, you're going to learn a lot, and we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to have a very in-depth conversation about clarity.
Yes.
So, Erin.
Yes. Marsha. Oh, there we are.
There you are. Welcome to Hump Day Happens. I'm so excited to have you here. And I'm excited. We're off screen and we were talking about ants. So I'm sure ants will come up at some point in this conversation. But tell us a little bit about you. What are you doing? Why are you doing it? And why is clarity so important to you?
Awesome. Well, thank you. I'm so excited. I'm a little nervous because you and I can go right down a rabbit hole and our whole audience is going to have fun and think we're crazy at the same time. So we'll see how this goes. So who am I? Erin Marcus, founder and CEO of Conquer Your Business. I help entrepreneurs save time, make more money, and build a life they're proud of, which I think is a very big missing piece sometimes, where we work so hard and we just want to be proud of what we're doing. And this conversation around clarity. So I would argue, if I had to come up with the single biggest barrier to success, it's a lack of clarity, because you can turn it into this universal question and apply it to everything. It's why am I doing what I'm doing? What is it that I'm doing? How is it that I'm doing it? And it leads to strategy instead of what so many entrepreneurs do, which is wing it, because they haven't done the work to sit down and decide what should happen. Like, they think it's too much work, because if you start listing it out, it is a lot of work. Figure this out. How should it go? How do I want to do that? That's a lot of work. How about instead I just go do the thing, which is great, because I'm a big fan of going and doing the thing. But it's the clarity. It is the clarity every single time. Why am I doing what I'm doing?
Yeah. And it's being crystal clear, right? I mean, there's clarity, knowing what I'm doing, and I have this passion and I love, I want to help the world, right? And then you're like, how?
How? Right. I call it the difference between I know where I am, but I'm not where I want to be. Like, I'm not lost. I know what streets I'm driving on, but I don't know really how to get where I want to go. Those are two different things. You could not necessarily be lost, like you could get home if you wanted to or had to, but still not realize where you're going or how to get there. And that crystal clarity is what is the difference.
Yeah. It's the laser focus. It's the needle in the haystack. It's the ants.
It's the ants that were all over
looking for. Wait, I have a point here. Okay. You're laughing at me. It's the ants, right? They're all following each other, marching, 2 by 2, because they want that little piece of sugar.
They wanted the cat food this morning.
They know the end result. So they are laser focused on that little piece of sugar.
Yes.
Right.
I was thinking, I started laughing because I was thinking the same thing as soon as you started chatting. It's what's the fastest line? What's the most direct path between where I am and my desired outcome? That's one of my new questions. You know how I always talked to you before about one of my favorite questions is, how easy am I willing to allow this to be? Well, one of my new questions is, what is the most direct path between where I am and what it is, the outcome that I want to have happen?
Yeah. You know what it's like? It's the fastest way to get somewhere is a straight line, right? Let's not do this ziggy zaggy thing.
Or the obstacles that we put.
Right. It's the path and then breaking it down, right? It's the roadmap, and then just doing a little bit at a time, so that when you do a little bit of time, and then this is my thing, right? A little bit of time, you get that feeling of accomplishment, and you do it again, and then it starts the momentum. And then when you can maintain that momentum, right? Because you know where the peak of the mountain is. That's the needle, right? They're the peak of the mountain.
Absolutely. And the other thing is, I watch so many people struggle and quit and try something else, and the strategy of the week. And if they would just get clear on their message and keep screaming it from the rooftops, you have to give the marketplace enough time to figure you out. And if you just keep changing, they never get to do that. Coca-Cola didn't enter the market and boom, overnight success. Everyone knows who they are. You don't become synonymous with your brand in a minute. So if you're not clear and consistent, you lose that opportunity to scale.
Yes.
You stay in the struggle because you're letting go of the opportunity for things to grow for you.
Right. Or you stay in the struggle because the struggle sometimes is more comfortable than the forward motion.
Oh,
right?
Absolutely.
Right? And what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Right? It's easier to stay in the fear of what do I do than go and do it.
Right. Because what you need to do is be the person you've never been before.
Mm-hmm.
The event we have coming up that you're going to be involved in, that's exactly it. Because half of it is what you need to do. There's some skills there, right? You have to know what to do. But the other half is, who do you need to be to do it? And it's just as much clarity. That's just it, though. You need just as much clarity for who you need to be as you do with what you need to do, because you need to know what trips me up.
Exactly.
What's my trigger? I hate that word, but it's true. What trips me up? That I say this, the most difficult conversation you'll ever have is an honest conversation with yourself.
With yourself. That's a big one. The honest conversation with yourself.
It's the hardest,
It is.
And I know I'm going to screw this quote up because evidently I'm turning into my mother and I can't get a quote correct to save my life anymore. But it's something my brother and I have teased her about since we were children, and now
it's happening. I know.
Is what it is. But your success is tied to how much truth about yourself you can handle without running away. It's clarity. It's clarity.
Yeah. I like to say also success is determined by your happiness and your self-confidence.
So what makes you happy? What was heartbreaking to me when I got into coaching entrepreneurs, because I come from a leadership mentorship coaching background. I had that job in my corporate life, but that was different. It's different than entrepreneurship. And I think one of the things I didn't expect to encounter, and I did go through this myself, and it was horrible. How many people don't know what they want?
Mm-hmm.
They don't actually know what they want. They don't know what would make them happy. They don't know. They can't answer the question.
Yeah, and they know what they don't want.
Mm-hmm.
And they could rattle that all day long, but what you want is not always the opposite of what you don't want.
Well, and I think
that's pretty good. Wait a minute.
No, you should write that down.
I know that's a writer down. No, I want to stop and sit in that for a minute, right? What you want is not necessarily the opposite of what you don't want. I mean, right?
Well, and
that's why it's really hard to figure that out.
It's hard to figure that out, but the example that helped me, the visual, because I'm a big visual person, like what's the visual I need to think about to help me through a moment? The visual that helped me around my clarity and how important it was. Do you guys, I know you're out in California, I'm in Chicago. You have this. You have Cheesecake Factory, that restaurant?
Yes.
With like the 700-page menu?
Yes.
So
I hate it.
Well, wait a minute. Could you imagine sitting down at the Cheesecake Factory and when the waitress came to take your order, all you did was tell her what you didn't want?
That menu, there's too many decisions.
I understand. Right. But
right.
But so is your life. There's more decisions in your life. Maybe not. That's a big menu. But like, Imagine living your life as if you were ordering out of the Cheesecake Factory and only talking about what you didn't want.
Now there's a whole nother rabbit hole that we can go down, because sometimes it's just about the cheesecake,
which is perfectly fine. But now you know.
And when you talk about social norms, right? You can't eat the cheesecake first.
Oh, right? You've never been to Cheesecake Factory with me.
No.
It's appetizers and cheesecake.
So, yes, I can get behind that. But you didn't eat the cheesecake first. You ate the appetizers first, right?
Depends, right? But yes, I mean, it's clarity around what you want, and clarity, okay, we'll go a step further. Clarity around your right to want it, no matter what it is.
No, that's true. But it's the social norms and the social noise that we hear in our heads. You can't eat dessert before you eat dinner. You can't eat dinner for breakfast. Why can't I have
I do that all the time.
I know, but most people won't eat a sandwich for breakfast. I had a client, and we're talking about her mom with Alzheimer's, and sometimes the mom likes to eat chocolate for breakfast, and she gets all like upset about it, and all in her. I'm like, and that sets the whole path for her day. And I'm like, so what? She's 80-something years old. Why can't she have chocolate for breakfast?
Right.
What does healthy mean at 80 whatever years old? And I know my mom sometimes listens, and I want to say, Mom, it's important to eat healthy and to hydrate. But my point being is that it's the social noise sometimes that gets into the way of what we do and our business, right? Every FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. I have to hire that coach because everybody else is hiring that coach, versus saying that coach understands me and is going to be able to push me through what the blocks are, help me get to that clarity, and help me get to the fastest path to growth.
And I'll tell you, interestingly enough, I've had the opposite happen so many times. I'm sure you've had this experience also, where someone tells me, oh my God, I know you can help me with this. They go on and on. They're all excited, but they don't pull the trigger. And it's because, and they'll tell me, it's not like they're hiding it. When you listen to why they decided not to work with me or work with you, it's due to the social norms. I'll go one step further. The stories they were told about themselves that they still believe. And, to put this back into our clarity topic, they don't know who they are without external input.
Yeah.
And none of us do. I mean, that's not a dig. None of us start there. None of us start knowing who we are, what we want. That's work to do in and of itself.
Yeah. And that is a whole nother set of ants going towards the sugar.
All right, a little backup for those of you who don't understand. I had an 8:00 meeting this morning, and I came into my office at 5 minutes to 8. The ants had come in out of the rainstorm and had taken over my entire desk. So it was a bit of a scramble. It was a little bit of being grossed out. And we pivoted and we worked in the dining room.
There you go. And you know what? That's a great story. That's a writer-downer story if you really think about it, right? Is that ability to switch and say, I'm not going to let the ants ruin my whole day.
Right. I could have canceled that meeting.
Yeah.
I could have quit. No one would have argued with me when I told them I was being invaded by ants and couldn't make them. It was my team meeting. There would have been no big consequences, except I have things going on that I want to accomplish. And that's one of my, I don't know if you ever saw this, but we'll go with clarity again. What are you telling yourself that you can't do? How do you stop? Mm-hmm. And that's going to be a big theme. And we're going to go deep into that at the event, because last year when COVID hit, I got trapped literally in Florida at my mom's house. And I had been working out up here in Chicago at Orange Theory, where they have these nice bouncy treadmills that even I can run on. And here I am in Florida, where it's like 900 degrees and 300% humidity. And I went jogging. I have asthma. I have an elevated heart rate. This is not an endurance buddy. But when I came back, I did a Facebook Live about what are you telling yourself you can't do? And I had always told myself that I couldn't run outside, except that then I did. Except it wasn't pretty.
You're here to tell about it.
Right. It wasn't pretty. I wasn't going to win a marathon. Nobody was going to look at me and go, God, I want to be like her. Look at that jogger. It wasn't one of those moments.
Here we go. I can see it like the ants, all the people running behind you. Look at Erin go.
Run, Erin, run. But no, but seriously, what are you telling yourself you can't do? And that clarity of the fact that you're stopping yourself. Are you clear around the fact that 90% of what you can't do is you just telling yourself that you can't do it?
Oh, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, no, that's totally true. So, Erin, tell us a little bit more about the event and how we can get a ticket for the event so that people can just, it's going to be amazing. I know you have amazing guests. I know some of them. Mm-hmm. And I just love being around you. So
I'm excited.
People just need to go to be around Erin.
Just come and have fun. And you know what? Here's the thing, and this is where I think one of the things you and I have in common, I won't do things for very long if I'm not having a good time. Life's too short. I decided that a long time ago. It doesn't mean I don't work hard. I do the hard work, but this whole event is about having a good time and learning something that could, change one thing that changes everything. Yeah, and it's in addition to clarity, which is like big time one of my themes at this point. The other thing I learned about being an entrepreneur is what I call the tagline to my podcast. You'll never do what it takes until you become the person it takes to do it. And the merging of what do I need to do and who do I need to be to do it. It's two parts of a whole, and you need both sides. You absolutely need a plan. So day one is all about what do I need to do? And the theme is clarity. What do I need to do? Day two is who do I need to be to do it? It's going to be how are we stopping ourselves? How do we change and how do we fix it? Mm-hmm. How do I fix it? What is the most direct course to solving the problem? And day three, because I very much believe in a purpose-driven payday, is how do you put this together to build a life you're proud of? Mm-hmm. And sneak preview, my social media person just sent me the purpose-driven payday video from my work at the wildlife rescue. So that's on day three. We got a little video for everybody. But so what do I need to do? Who do I need to be to do it? Put it together to build a life you're proud of. I want you to walk away knowing what to do.
That's awesome. You know what I love the most is, and you said it a few times, and I know it's one of your passions, it's living the life you're proud of.
Oh my God.
Everybody talks about living the life that they desire, living the life that they love, living the life of, fill in the blank, but that you're proud of. And when you're proud of what you're doing, all of those other things, it just encapsulates it all. I love it.
I think it is one of the dirty little secrets of entrepreneurship is that too many people don't want you to know that they're struggling. They don't want you to know that, it's the whole influencer. Let's just show how wonderful we are and not the reality behind it. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not a fan of, you know how bad I am, poor me, victimhood, using the theory of I'm just keeping it real to just freaking consistently complain. No, that is not what I mean. I mean, do what drives you to make a difference in this world. And it could be huge, or it could just be paying for your kids' college, because that will make a difference in this world.
Yeah. Yeah. I love
So
that because we don't all need to save the world,
no,
right?
if everyone just makes their little bit of difference, could you even imagine? So that, yeah. So the link is conqueryourbusiness.com/ready to conquer. So conqueryourbusiness.com/ready to conquer. And we'll give them a little special because it's, oh my God, it's like, what day is today? Wednesday? It's a week from tomorrow. I have no idea. It's a week from, oh, thank you. It's a week from tomorrow. So early bird pricing is over. However, if you use the code special in all caps, so special in all caps, it'll get you early bird pricing as well.
Oh, cool. That's right. Thank you for that. You know what? I don't know why I was thinking that it was this week. Thank God it is a week
That'd
from
be tomorrow.
because I am like, I'm really excited because I'm speaking on Saturday. Tomorrow is Now conference.
Fun.
And I'm speaking on the same topic on clarity.
Nice.
And, you know, how your success and your self-confidence determine, you know, how it fits in a circle. It's not a triangle, right? And it's so important. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
And it makes it so much easier.
So, you know, okay, if you watch my show at the end, I get to ask a very out of the box question. Cool. Okay. So we're talking about ants.
Yes.
Okay. So ants are little animals. So I want you to tell me about your favorite animal. So you think about your favorite animal and how that helps you in your business.
How it helps me in my business.
Yeah. So I'm going to close out the show and then I'll come back and ask. We'll get that answer from you. So guys, you got to go out and go to Conquer Your Business /Ready to Conquer special so that you can get 3 days with Erin. I'll be there. So I'll expect you to be there. And it's going to be awesome. And, you know, if you want to find me, go to, I don't even know where I am these days. levityleadership.com. Schedule some time with me. Let's talk because we can get crystal clear on your mess. No, not on your message. That's what Erin does. I can get crystal clear on what you want to do, where you want to go in your business. We can find that needle in the haystack, right? And when you laser in on that needle, your business propels. So Hump Day happens. Erin, what's your favorite animal?
I can't go with favorite because here's the thing. You know that I volunteered wildlife rescue and all that. So, but I will tell you that we're coming up on spring and in the next few months, I won't be working Fridays because I take the whole day off on Friday once we're busy to be at the wildlife rescue. I will be, it's going to be a good 500, 750 baby ducks.
Oh.
And, you know, that's what the last few years, that's what I've done every spring/summer. And what I love is the noise that they make. They run around going peep, 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 peep. And it's just so freaking ridiculous. It's like stupid cute. It's like ridiculous cute. Peep, peep, peep. So the baby ducks, and knowing that if I build my business with clarity so that I'm doing only what I need to be doing, I get to take Fridays off and go play with the baby ducks every week.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Play with the baby ducks.
Play with the baby ducks.
So you know what, everybody? Go make this an amazing week. Go play with the baby ducks. And think of Erin when you do that.
Actually, don't touch the baby ducks, please.
Don't touch the baby ducks. And don't feed them bread either because that's really bad for the lakes.
Yes. It's bad for the ducks. There's no nutrition for them.
That's true. But, you know, sometimes we like to eat things that are no good. But,
yeah, I have jelly beans on my desk.
You know something? That's because you're in your dining room, not in your office.
I know, right?
Anyway, you guys, if it's Wednesday, it's Hump Day Happens. Thank you so much, Erin. And look at your kitty cat game. Bye, everybody.
Bye.